The story is about Sam the Bellhop and the 654 Club. Now, Sam was a very famous bellhop that worked in a prestigious Las Vegas casino and hotel. Late one night, a limousine pulled up, and four men came out, all dressed like kings. They said, "We already have a room reserved here tonight, but we're looking for our wives. Do you know where they are?" Sam said, "You know what, I haven't seen anybody here yet, but I bet I know where they're hanging out. Be right back." Sam took a walk, 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, and came back with 2 brunettes and 2 redheads. Thank you very much. Sam said, "Where'd you find him at?" He said, "I found him at my favorite joint, the 654 Club. He said, "Wow." He said, "Thank you for your help. Here's a $2 tip." Wait for the applause, wait for the applause, wait for the applause. So some time went by, they all went upstairs, and all of a sudden one of the kings came down and said, "Hey, we'd love to play a poker game." He says, "Do you know anybody around here likes to play poker?" He says, "You know, I know just the place." So Sam went out once again and walked 1, 2, 3 blocks, and came back with 4 guys. Unfortunately, they were all named Jack. He said, "Where did you find him at?" He said, "I found him at my favorite joint, the 654 Club." He says, "Man, that's an awesome place." He says, "Here's another $2 tip." So they got into a little bit of trouble, and the Jacks came back down and said, "Hey, I ran out of some money." He says, "Can you cash a $40 check?" Sam said, "No problem," and came back with 4 10s. He said, "Man," he says, "you're awesome." He says, "Once again, here's another $2 tip." So, I forgot. Oh, 4 10s, Jacks, 4 10s, $2. Oh. I'm sorry, I just went completely blank. It's not my fault. I don't know who put that in there. Ah! He said, "How old are you?" He said, "I'm guessing around 38. He says, "Close." He says, "I'm 39. He says, "Do you live around here?" He says, "Actually, I do. I live at 329 H Street, apartment A." He says, "What do you do for fun?" He says, "I go to my favorite joint, the 654 Club." Thank you very much. He says, "Do you ever see some great poker games?" He says, "Yeah, just in fact the other day I saw the coolest game. There's this guy named Jerry over there, and he laid down 3 7s and a pair of 8s. He says, "Wow." He says, "Did he win?" He goes, "Nope." He says, "There's another guy there named Sanan, the cruise director, and he laid down 3 aces and a pair of 9s. He says, "Wow, how much did he win?" He says, "Nothing." So there was another guy there, Justino, the magician, and he was cheating because every single hand he laid out a straight flush. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the story of Sam the Bellhop and the 654 Club. Thank you very much.